Berlin, spring, 1945, a city once filled with lights, music, and the arrogance of a rising empire. Now stands cracked open, hollowed by fire and fear, streets once crowded with life echo only with distant artillery, windows are shattered. Walls are scorched, and the sky glows red at night, as if the horizon itself is burning away. This is the final chapter, the last breath of a war that consumed continents, the end of a dream turned nightmare. This is the fall of Berlin. The camera moves through empty boulevards, the wind pushes dust across the pavement, every step echoes too loudly. Berlin is starving, Berlin is freezing, Berlin is afraid, shops stand abandoned, their signs torn away, apartment blocks gape open like broken teeth, their floors exposed to the gray sky above. Children dig through rubble looking for scraps, women carry buckets of water through streets cratered by bombs. Old men stare silently at the collapsing skyline, as if trying to understand how everything they once believed in has turned to ash. Air raid sirens no longer shock anyone, they are just another sound in a city where everyone already knows what is coming. The Red Army is close, very close, and Berlin feels it in its bones. Thousands flee, but there is nowhere left to go. Carts packed with bedding, blankets, pots, photographs, everything a life can be reduced to. People move in long, shuffling lines, hands numb, clothes thin, faces hollow. Some push prams with no babies, just firewood, some drag sleds holding the sick, some carry nothing at all, because everything is already lost. At night, they sleep wherever they collapse, in cellars, in ruined stations, under broken stairwells. They whisper rumors, the eastern armies are near the river. The outer districts have fallen. They say the final defense will be inside the city. No one knows what to believe, but everyone knows what is coming. Thousands flee, but there is nowhere left to go. Carts packed with bedding, blankets, pots, photographs, everything a life can be reduced to. People move in long, shuffling lines, hands numb, clothes thin, faces hollow. Some push prams with no babies, just firewood, some drag sleds holding the sick, some carry nothing at all, because everything is already lost. At night, they sleep wherever they collapse, in cellars, in ruined stations, under broken stairwells. They whisper rumors, the eastern armies are near the river. The outer districts have fallen. They say the final defense will be inside the city. No one knows what to believe, but everyone knows what is coming. Far from Berlin, the ground shakes under the weight of advancing tanks, columns stretch across fields still wet from melted snow, villages, smashed by months of fighting, burn quietly in the wind, roads are clogged with armor. Soldiers move with a certainty that comes only at the end of a long and terrible war. Maps are marked, orders are given, bridges are taken, rivers are crossed. The Red Army closes its hand around the city like a tightening fist. Every step forward costs blood, but every step is final. Berlin waits, and trembles. Deep beneath the city, corridors lit by dying bulbs hum with fear. Anonymous officers pore over maps with shaking hands. They talk in whispers now, not out of secrecy, but exhaustion. There is no fuel, no reinforcements, no hope. Outside, the ground trembles with incoming shells. Dust drifts from the ceiling. Somewhere, pipes rattle. The stenographer continues typing, even though no one will read the orders she records. A soldier sits in a corner, helmet in hands, eyes staring at the floor. He has not slept in 3 days. He is 20 years old, and he knows exactly how old he will be when he dies. Above them, Berlin burns. The final defenders of the city are a broken mirror of a broken nation. Old men with trembling hands, teenagers still wearing school jackets, factory workers, clerks, boys who have never held a rifle before this week. They build barricades out of overturned trams. They fill bottles with gasoline, their fingers raw from cold. Some still believe victory is possible. Most know the truth, but they stand anyway, not for glory, not for ideology, but because their homes are behind them. Their families, their memories, everything they've ever known. Courage is strange like that. It appears in the final moments, in the most fragile places. Night, then daylight, then night again. It no longer matters. The shelling never stops. Flashes of light tear open the darkness. Whole streets vanish under clouds of smoke. From rooftops, the city looks like a dying star, huge waves of flame rolling across districts, sending sparks into the sky, like burning snow. People pray, people scream, people sit in silence, no longer able to feel anything. The ground shakes, walls split, glass rains from windows. Berlin is collapsing, tanks appear first, silhouettes through smoke, their engines echo through empty avenues, infantry follows, moving between craters and charred ruins. Every building is a fortress, every street is a trap, the city groans under the weight of invasion. Streets become rivers of dust, windows explode outward, sending shards across the pavement. The defenders fire blindly from behind piles of bricks, the attackers press on, both sides take losses with every step. War has rules, but in Berlin, there are no rules left. The hills outside the city, covered in bunkers, trenches, concrete scars, become the stage for one of the last great battles. Artillery thunders, machine guns roar from shattered dugouts, the smell of cordite hangs thick in the air. The defenders cling to the heights with desperation. They know that once these ridges fall, the city behind them will be next. The attackers surge forward, wave after wave, smoke rolls down the slopes like fog. Bodies lie frozen mid-movement, hours stretch into eternity. No one remembers when the sun set, or if it ever rose. At last, silence. The heights fall, the road to Berlin is now open, as the Red Army enters the city proper. Berlin reveals its true state, whole blocks lie flattened, roads are unrecognizable, landmarks stand cracked open, their domes collapsed, their pillars broken. The attackers advance house by house, room by room, brick by brick. Civilians watch from cellars, eyes wide and empty. There is no water, no power, no medicine, only fear and fire. Urban combat is the most brutal kind of war. Staircases become arenas, hallways, killing zones, balconies, sniper nests. Soldiers kick down doors, throw grenades into dark rooms, take cover behind collapsed walls. Every building must be secured, every floor, every attic, every courtyard. The city becomes a maze of dust and screams. The smoke is so thick that people cough blood. Upstairs, the defenders cling to the last scraps of their world. Downstairs, the attackers push forward without stopping, driven by momentum, anger, grief, and the knowledge that this nightmare must finally end. Night falls again, if you can still call it night. The sky is too bright with fire. Children play where tanks once burned. Commuters walk where barricades once stood. Tourists take photos on stones that once echoed with screams. Berlin lives, but the past is never silent. It lingers in the cracks of old foundations, in the scars on ancient walls, in the ghosts of people who never left. War does not disappear, it echoes, it warns, it remembers. As long as cities stand, and people dream, this story, the story of Berlin,